Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Juliet. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Happy birthday, Juliet. Elizabeth, Noel, as you may already know, we are your fairy godparents. Well, let's back up. Let's talk about the story before you were born.
It's a very long story. The story of how we became your godparents.
You can call us your GPs.
Your good and wise daddy said, "Wow, Nessie and Peter love us a lot and will love our child too. And they would be awesome godparents. Your Papa Justin and your godmother, Nessie, grew up in church alongside each other, and Nessie and Elizabeth, your mama, have been friends, best friends actually, and sisters since they were 10 years old. So your good and wise mommy said yes, because she knew that both godparents would be full of love in their hearts and would make great and supportive godparents. She knew because she was their best friend of all time, and few people knew their hearts better. Your mother had the gift of love, so she could always sense the gift of love in other people too.
But what she didn't know, well, what they didn't know, is that we would become your fairy godparents.
They also didn't know that you were going to be a girl, and they waited until you were born to find out if you were going to be a girl or a boy. And their guess beforehand was that you were going to be a boy. So that was a big surprise for them. But both of your godparents had a feeling that you would be a girl. On the day you were born, this is where we lived, in an apartment in St. Paul, Minnesota.
On the day you were born, everything was so surreal and amazing. It had been a long winter, and I came home from work, and I smelled the first lilac blooms on our lilac bush. And they just seemed to smell a little bit sweeter on that day that you were born. On the day you were born, we were still cleaning up decorations celebrating my 30th birthday from the day that I was born, May 3rd. And the day that you were born, we just couldn't wait to talk to you and tell you all about what the world was like on the day that you were born.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just reading the paper today on May 5th, 2015. This is where we get all of our news, all of our facts. Just kidding. Actually, we use computers because it's the 21st century. I'm going to be surprised if we have no newspapers around by the time you're able to read them. But I'm going to read you some interesting facts about your birthday. Juliet, you share your birth date with some amazing people. Great thinkers like Karl Marx and Soren Kierkegaard. Nellie Bly was a writer, and she was known for a record-breaking trip around the world in 72 days. Tammy Wynette, who was an American country singer, and Adele, who was a really popular singer in your mother and our time, and actually this song playing in the background is Adele.
Why is it every time I think I've tried my hardest, it turns out it ain't enough?
May 5th was also an important day in American history. In 1891, the Carnegie Hall in New York had its grand opening, and in 1961, Alan Shepard was the first American to be launched into outer space.
In the year you were born, the UN, that stands for the United Nations, declared 2015 the International Year of Light, and actually also the International Year of Soils. Aside from all the facts, there are a few things that we want to tell you about how we felt on the day that you were born. I know that Peter was driving home from work, and he was so excited, and he was listening to music, and he was just feeling like it was a beautiful day. He had just downloaded some tunes, so that was nice. And I know that in the morning when we woke up and we saw that you had been born, Peter was so excited he was jumping up and down and saying, "We have a godchild! We have a godchild! We have a godchild!" And so he was really happy, and I was really happy too. And we started thinking about it, and we thought there are some things that we want to tell Juliet as she gets older. In the United States, in the country that you were born,
Barack Obama is the president. He's the first African American president in United States history.
and Hillary Clinton is planning on re-election as could be the first female president of the United States in 2016, the year after you're born. So we'll see what happens with that race. That's exciting.
But there are also a lot of problems in the world, like disease and overpopulation, global climate change, poverty, and generally people not being able to deal with people of other races very well.
But there's some hopeful things in the world too that you're entering. People really care about these issues and they're trying to educate themselves. They're working on these problems, like they're helping the people, the earthquake victims in Nepal. They're living longer today. People now are living longer than they ever have and know more about health issues. And as long as people continue to care about education and planning, I think a lot of these problems will get better. So, Miss Juliet, we want you to know that you're entering a world full of problems, but we know, and we have such high hopes for you that you're going to be part of the solution. That's the joy that we have. We also want you to know that on this day, this special day, May 5th, 2015, that we love you very, very much. There's many people who love you, including us, your godparents. We love you, Juliet Elizabeth Newell.